When you're looking at it from like a high level, then what are you processing whenever you start to see things shift? Like, let's say right now, I mean, I don't know how things are going for you. Properties are sitting on the market longer for us. Our holding cost is getting higher. Like, everything is just like, man, this is getting scary. And then there's properties that we have to now rent or Airbnb that we didn't want to. We wanted to flip them, but they're just not selling. And so we don't really have a whole lot of options. We can take a bit major loss on them, or we can rent them out and see what happens. What are you doing now, or what do you do from a high level to see that stuff coming, and then like what do you do to shift or make changes? Or
on these 50 homes that we've got right now, these specs, we've got true $15,000 incentives on every one of those homes.
Okay.
So we can use that to buy down the rate. I mean, we can get down in the fours now.
Yep.
We can pay closing costs. Do use legal innovative ways to help make that house affordable.
Make it more enticing.
More enticing. So we're doing that.
Okay.
And then obviously we're being careful as we go forward. Like I said, we need to learn a little bit where the market's at, what they're looking for, and be willing to make some changes along the way too.
When you say changes, do you mean changes in like design, or when you say changes, what do you mean?
Yeah, changes in design.
Okay.
Like right now, I wish I had 4-bedroom, 2-stories. I don't know why, but it seems like a lot of people want a 4-bedroom, 2-story. We don't have any in inventory.
Okay.
We got all these 3-bedroom ranches.
3-bed, 2-bath.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we could do that 4-bedroom, 2-story in about the same price range.
Wow.
It's just the way it works out, but we don't have them.
Yep.
So being a little more comfortable, you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
And the markets are changing too. They do change. 10 years ago, we hardly ever built any ranches. A story and a half, 2 stories, and then all of a sudden, maybe 15 years ago, then the ranch became popular. Now it's a pretty popular option.
Yep.
And we have some 4-bedroom ranches, and those seem to go well as well.
100%.
Yeah.
So do you have somebody that's like doing this market research up front? Because that's the other thing too, is like you're obviously like, we focus on what's important and urgent. It feels like that's what I focus on. And then there's like what's important and then coming. And then that's just almost just as important, because once it comes, it's almost, now it's urgent, but it's almost too late to make the decisions, because you're already losing on so much to make up for the decision that's there. So do you have somebody that's now like, hey, what design do they want? What's coming? Like, do you have somebody doing that kind of things? Or
we do. We monitor our social network stuff about what people are clicking on and how long they're staying on pages and certain plans and that kind of thing. And then also building even 300 homes, we've talked to 1,000 people to do that 300 homes.
Yeah.
So those 1,000 people come in and tell us, well, why didn't you bite on this house or whatever, and we get that feedback, and that's helpful too.
Okay. Do you put that all in a chart, or because what I find is a lot of times this stuff is so
arbitrary.
It's so like it's so like it's
relative.
Yeah, it's so relative that I'm like, okay, this person said they didn't like this one because the yard. Okay, cool.
Right.
Like now, that wasn't even
people,
it.
Right. And if
they just don't know themselves.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, you got to be careful of that. Banking on just one opinion on one particular thing, but we do enough marketing, and we know how to measure the marketing responses, the things that we do. When we've used radio, we got a show that's on early Saturday morning, Sunday called Between the Studs. We get a pretty good return on that.
Good.
It's been on long enough now where that's helped us with our credibility as a builder, and then also selling homes.
How long is that spot?
It's 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
It's 30 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we do TV, but we do 30-second commercials, so I know how much that costs. So I can't imagine how much your TV show costs.
Yeah, we got good contracts on that, and we're the time of the day might be a little, it's early morning. Except I think they do one now on Sundays in the midday part, but whatever. But there's a return.
People have started seeing me, and Dakota doesn't get it as much for me for some reason, but people are like, I know you from somewhere. Yeah. And you probably get that all the damn time, every single time you go anywhere.
Tony's got one of them faces, though, that he's just like, dude, he looks like a mixture of almost every actor out there. He's like, you look like one of them.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah, that's who that is.
Yeah.
Weren't you Bane in Batman?
No. Like, did you play Superman? No.
It's not me. You're the Green Arrow.
Dean Cain.
What do you think is your best marketing source then? Like out of all of them, which one do you think gives you your best ROI?
Well, social network stuff.
Like Facebook,
Instagram, that kind of stuff gets a good return.
Okay, and then is there somebody that you go through in order to do that, or do you have in-house people?
We do. We have in-house people.
Nice.
Where we may expand that a little bit, but right now it's in-house.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have a whole lot more time. Honestly, I get so curious about this business stuff. I feel like I just want to know even more about it. But like, talk to me about your different departments, because it sounds to me as though like I think we could have 100 people on our team if we didn't hire out marketing, if we didn't hire out property management, if we didn't hire. So it sounds
There you
like
go.
what's your different segments? Talk to me about your different people that you have and all your different like core groups.
Yeah, we have an accounting department.
Okay.
And there's probably 5 or 6 people in bills and accounting, maybe 6 or 7 people.
Okay.
We have a development side, and there's one person, and then I work part-time into that.
Is that like architect?
That's in literally going out and buying ground
Okay.
and putting a subdivision in.
Okay.
That department. We have a remodeling department now, and some of our project managers cross over and they do that.
Okay.
So
So remodeling for other people?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, remodeling, people calling, I need a new bath.
Yeah.
And we're selective. We're not going to do 100 deals this year, but we'll do 20 or 30 maybe.
Okay, cool.
There are 15 or 20
Yep.
remodeling projects. We have which is additional employees. Our sister company is Choice Designs. My sister-in-law owns it.
Okay.
It's decorating, accessories, those kind of flooring, window coverings, those kind of things, called Choice Designs. And that would put us up to probably 115, 120 employees.
And you guys have like 2 receptionists even. You've got like people
We have
manning
receptionists. And then we have in-house
lobby.
salespeople. We have our salespeople are on a base, and they get a bonus based on their sales. But
Okay.
we have about 15 people that we hire that way. We have 2 offices.
Okay.
In the process of relocating one up in Ligonier, but 2
Do you have like
offices.
transaction coordinators?
No.
No.
We have a closing person.
Okay.
I'm gonna call him that. And then we have our in-house realtor that lists our stuff, Elizabeth Urschel. She does all our listing of our specs.
And then are they responsible then for getting their transaction coordinator? Probably the agents themselves
Yeah, the agents themselves,
probably have that maybe.
they don't do the title work and stuff. No, we have another
Right.
gal. Jill does all that.
Okay.
Yeah, Jill does all that.
Okay.
Cost analysis. We've got draftsmen. We have 4 draftsmen.
What is that? Like the designing kind of?
Yeah, we actually sit down with a customer, and you don't like this, well, let's talk about what you want, and
Okay.
designing something new.
Okay.
Yeah, we do a lot of that.
Yep.
We don't, people don't know it, but we build as many big homes as anybody in the area, and big as in 500,000 or higher or larger.
Wow. Okay.
Tons of them.
I thought your guys' bread and butter was 3 to 5.
Our bread and butter is probably that 4 to 7. We like that.
Okay.
But we are building on both sides of that.
Wow.
And more, like I said, that you named the builder, we're building maybe twice as many as them in that 500 and up range.
Okay, cool.
A lot of them. We have the lots in the right locations.
Yep.
And we got the drafting team that really knows how to get that thing done.